Mr. Mayor, we're all shocked by the devastation Deanna just told us about and the devastation caused to your community last night. What's the latest on the recovery efforts?
Well, shocked is a good word. We immediately had to react and not stay shocked, and that started at about 6:30 last night. And where we are now, roughly 24 hours later, is that incredibly there's been no loss of life and even no serious injury. Only one or two people have even sustained injuries where they had to go to the hospital. So that in itself, when you look at the devastation physically, as far as our the structures and housing in our community, is a miracle, and that isn't an overstatement. And the last 24 hours have been focusing on, the safety and security of our residents, the cleanup, taking wires and down poles and trees up so that we could get to the devastated areas and obviously be able to find them the temporary support that they're going to need.
Well, this storm was forecasted to be dangerous, but millions were seemingly caught off guard. Why do you think that is?
Well, we live in New Jersey, and tornadoes are not common. Though, the advanced warning systems that are in place now through our county offices of emergency management, where we will, get warning signals on our phones or devices, happens fairly frequently, but less frequently is the actual, confirmed touchdown of a tornado anywhere in South Jersey. It's very rare. So I think that though those warnings were coming, it's still something that is shocking. And though it was a lifesaver at the end of the day.
Well, the real question is whether this is the new normal. Those of us in New Jersey have been through a lot of rainfall and heavy storms like this, now wondering if tornadoes are going to be a regular occurrence. What changes is your town or others likely to make?
Well, this is a conversation that has become much more prevalent recently. And even, at the state level, they have recently adopted guidelines and statutory requirements for resilience in those areas where we will plan for this type of event occurring more often, including the way we would zone our properties and the density of our communities and infrastructure and circulation and everything. So it is something that is much more top of mind now in New Jersey.
You would really make changes that comprehensive to zoning and other statutes?
We won't have a choice, considering the legislation that has been passed at the state level. So when the time comes, we will have to look at that. We will all be given, time to be able to, fold that into what our plan is, and it won't come abruptly. But it is something that we're going to be required to look at. And to be perfectly honest, there is no denying we are dealing with, more significant weather events recently. Regardless of what anyone thinks the root is, that's the truth.
Mayor Louis Manzo, thank you for your time this evening. And again, we wish you the best with your recovery efforts.